Nick is in the kitchen with Ruben and Leanne, and we're going to have fun this evening. We want to do Nick in the kitchen first because we have Ruben join us, and it's going to be so fun to have little Ruben in the kitchen. But it's late at night already. It's all 8 o'clock, and it's Nick's little Ruben's bedtime. So we don't want to prolong little Ruben's bedtime any longer than necessary. So on goes that kitchen camera. Way to go. Hi, Ruben.
Well, we're excited. Okay, well, I want to first introduce you guys to my lovely wife. I'm sure you guys have seen her around on my videos, but say hi, this is Leanne. And but let me just first tell you guys a bit about Leanne. She is my rock star. She is the one that traveled halfway around the world with me, left her job in South Africa. She is a qualified occupational therapist that specialized in pediatrics, and she's been by my side. She's been an executive manager in Tupperware South Africa, this one right here. So she loves her Tupperware. But let me tell you about this team. This is the Champion Enterprises team. Hey, Champion, can we give a big woo? Hey. This is the best of the best right here. And tonight we are just so honored to bring you guys into our home. I'm going to share some great recipes. And little Ruben, come say hi to the peeps. He's a bit
waiting
shy.
For the countdown like it's baking champ. So
yeah.
He wants to run into the kitchen. So that's what he wants to do.
Okay, wait,
okay. He is going to be a cooking champion tonight.
So he's very shy, but he will heat up. We will bring him in the kitchen. But anyway, tonight I am just so thrilled because I'm going to share. There he is. He's got his little chef hat on.
Absolutely. Hi, buddy.
So we're going to start off tonight with a drink. I don't know where you guys are at. Ellen, do you have a drink? Jennifer, everybody on here. Barb, does everybody have a drink? Okay, so the first thing that I want to share with you, because I'm going to bring a bit of my country to you guys tonight. I'm going to bring a bit of South Africa to you guys. And the first thing I'm going to teach you is a drink, a traditional drink that we make in South Africa. This is great to demonstrate at parties. This is awesome to share, authentic recipes from different countries. It sparks interest, right? I always say, give the people a reason to join your party. So whether that's the theme, whether that's the recipe that you're preparing, try something different. Don't be scared to go and experiment with Asian food, African food. We've got all the tools in the kitchen to make it happen. But the first thing I want to show you guys is a drink that we make in South Africa called a springbokkie. Pam, can you say that?
A springbokkie?
A springbokkie.
Springbokkie. I gotta say it fast.
Okay, Ellen, can you say springbokkie?
A springbokkie.
That's right. Okay, so the language we speak in South Africa is called Afrikaans, which is a derivative from the Dutch language from the Netherlands. And a springbokkie is actually a springbuck. And a springbuck is an antelope unique in Africa. And it's also the national football team of South Africa's emblem. So every time we go watch rugby, this is the drink that we do, right? And it's made from amarula. I don't know if any of you guys heard of amarula before. It's actually quite popular in the States, but this is a South African drink. Is he shy?
It's okay.
He's shy. But this is a proudly South African liqueur. It's like Bailey's, but it's made from a marula fruit. And the marula tree is grown in South Africa. It's indigenous to that country. It's hand harvested and it's absolutely beautiful. So a springbokkie is going to be about a shot of amarula. What's great about amarula is you can just drink it straight on the ice. I just kind of watch it with my eye, but it's like a shot of amarula. And then
I've never had that before.
Oh my gosh, you have to get this, Pam. Once you have
I might have it in my house.
Oh, gotcha. It is a must. All right. And then the second part of the springbokkie is a creme de menthe liqueur, just like a peppermint liqueur. And what's great is sometimes you get them actually in the color green, which really makes it great when you pour it into a shot glass, because you can do 50-50 and it actually splits. That's the traditional way of actually how to do it. But I couldn't find the ones in green, so I'm just going to do the normal one. Yeah, you can add food coloring if you really want to. If you want to be like, you know, very super important for you, the color, and you add about a shot of a peppermint liqueur. You can mix it, and you can just sip away around this, and I can promise you guys, it is delicious. So I'm going to give you guys a big virtual cheer. Welcome to my kitchen. Welcome to a bit of a South African flavor and a South African taste. And congratulations on a great week of recruiting. Oh my gosh, champion. So this is also a great celebration of you for an amazing week of recruiting. So cheers to each and every one of you.
Yeah, good.
Now, what is Ruben saying? Is he ready to join in the kitchen? Okay. It's okay. All right, so tonight a recipe I'm gonna make is also very traditional to South Africa. It's actually a dessert. So how many of you guys love desserts? Okay, I mean, everybody should put our hands up, right? All right, so a quick little party tip for your parties. If you guys are demonstrating via Zoom, I love joining with 2 devices. How many of you guys have done that before? You know, bringing a bit of a different touch to your party. I always love joining with 2 devices. It gives that professional touch to the party. So I always have my phone download the Zoom app, and which is great because you can live stream this into your Facebook parties as well. And it's very professional, like we're doing right now. We're spotlighting the 2 videos to bring people closer to the action. So join with 2 devices, your main device, and of course, yes, like that, your second device. So you can bring people closer to the action. So I've got my cell phone actually on a handheld like selfie stick, which makes it mobile, and which you can walk around in the kitchen, right? You can bring people in. And that's my first tip here tonight. My first tip with any Tupperware business is don't make it too formal. What people want today is interaction. It's many times entertainment, okay? It is building a relationship. So don't try and be perfect with your demos. Don't try and be over salesy or scripted. It's really about being chill. It's being relaxed, because you want to prove and show that Tupperware can fit into any lifestyle, okay? Whether you're a busy mom, maybe you're a stay-at-home mom, maybe Tupperware is something you incorporate in your life. That's what I always say for new consultants joining. Incorporate it, make it part of what you do. When you're making breakfast in the morning, grab your phone, do a live, right? If you're doing a party, do it over dinner time so you can pull some people in, right? Maybe over dinner, or position it as a dinner. So anyway, tonight we're doing dessert. We're doing a South African dessert called Malva pudding, okay? So Malva is a traditional Netherlands dessert. I think the closest thing that we can compare it with in the United States is like a bread pudding, but it's so easy to make. And usually it goes into the oven, but I've experimented with it a couple of times now in our micro grill, which is really, really fun. And you can do this with the ring. Okay, so if you want a nice round shape, thicker bread kind of pudding, or Malva, which by the way tastes completely different than a bread pudding, but and it works perfect. In the oven, it goes 40 minutes. In the micro grill, it's like 9 minutes, right? And it's done. So that's what I love about a quick little dessert. So, Kevin, can you guys still hear me well? You guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay, because I've got a microphone that is supposed to be picking me up quite far, but I'm coming kind of closer to my other video here. And we are going to just start off with something so simple. And I'm sure I can see myself there, so then you guys can see. We are going to start off with something simple. It's going to be a cup of caster sugar, and then just 2 normal large eggs. And you just throw that right in here into your caster sugar. Super easy.
Well, I don't know that's powdered sugar.
Oh, powdered sugar. Oh, yeah, it's caster sugar in South Africa, right? But it's okay. Yeah, thanks, honey, for reminding me of that one. And then you'll just really use your Tupperware whisk, of course, right? And you'll just really kind of work this in. Just mix it up very well, kind of give it a nice little beat. And then the second or the third ingredient that you are going to add to this mixture, oh, so the language you guys hear is Afrikaans. Oh, give me a mouse. And we've got our little mouse in the kitchen joining us as well. I say, don't get Buddha. And yeah, so you're gonna have to give some speed to it so you can beat it nice and up. And what we're gonna do right now, we're gonna add a tablespoon of apricot jam, or what do we call it in the States? Jelly, right? Jelly. For me, jelly is something different. For me, jelly is gelatin, right? But no, you want to add, who wants to add? Okay. Here you go. Go, Ruben. Go, Ruben.
Right.
There you go. So you add a tablespoon of apricot jam. And then you just beat it up. You beat it into the egg and powdered sugar mixture. Make sure that that's nice and smooth. Super easy to do, of course, with Malva bowl. One of my favorite products, which I think we use each and every day in our household. And then we are going to move over to the second portion of the recipe, which is going to be to just sift some flour, bicarbonate of soda, and some salt together. So I'm just going to put this aside for now. That's ready to kind of mix in a bit later. So we're going to start with our second batch. Okay, Steph? Okay. So he's like, he wants to do this so bad. Okay, so we are going to do 3/4 cup. So a 3/4 cup of flour. Yeah, there you go. Look at Ruben go. I don't know if you guys can see.
Good job, Ruben. That's
Just
just like the kids' cooking channel.
I'm telling you, right?
Yeah. All right.
So you just sift together just normal, all-purpose flour, and we're going to add to this 1 tablespoon of bicarbonate of soda. Thank you, honey. Look, I am so privileged to have my wife in the kitchen with me, and Ruben. I'm basically just reading the recipe. And a pinch of salt. So how many of you guys know what a pinch of salt really is? Oops.
That's okay.
Okay.
It works.
Did you guys see that?
Yes, it works.
It works. Like you threw all the. No, that's okay. Anyway, so we've got a piece, some solid pieces of bicarbonate of soda in here. It's tiny. All right. So then the final step. So now the final step is to melt some butter, vinegar, and milk over low heat. So I'm just going to kind of show you guys quickly. So now you've got these 2 little preps here ready to go. You've got your flour, bicarbonate of soda, and salt mixture. And I will share the recipe afterwards, guys, so that you have it and you can try it. Super easy to make. There's your caster sugar or powdered sugar and egg mixture. And then what we're going to do is our next step is to go over just low heat, melt 2 tablespoons of butter, which I've already added in, and white vinegar, 1 teaspoon of white vinegar, and a 1/2 cup of milk. So you guys are going to love this recipe. I'm going to bring you here and say hello to them. Hello. Hi. So yes, just over low heat, we are going to add a teaspoon of white vinegar. That's a teaspoon. It's okay. You can use it. And we're going to add 1/2 cup of milk. So I've got the 1/2 cup of milk right here. Awesome. And I hope you guys can't see my feet, but maybe you can. I am barefoot in the kitchen. I'm just saying.
We're fine.
Go, Ruben.
All right.
You know what's great about Tupperware today, and this is really what I love about our business, and just how, and you know, you haven't cooked with your kids in the kitchen if you're not making a mess. I'm just saying.
That's right.
And what I love about our business today is that you can just truly show people how our products involve their family, how it involves them in the kitchen, and truly just how Tupperware can be part of everyday life, you know. And that's why our focus really with Tupperware now is to make sure that we provide you guys with tools for both in-home businesses as well as online businesses. That's what I love the most about our business, is that I can choose the way I want to work it. Okay, so just over low heat. Yes. Good. You're just gonna melt this butter with the vinegar as well as the milk. And then once that is done, we are gonna actually start just mixing everything together in our new whip and mix. How many of you guys love the whip and mix? Have you played around with it? Some of you might have been at Jubilee and received it for, what was it, leadership? Where was it? Was it leadership? When did we get the actual handout of the whip and mix?
Leadership 2020.
Jubilee.
No, was it Jubilee last year?
Oh yeah, it was Jubilee. They mailed it to us.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, Jubilee.
Came in our box.
So, I am so privileged. I'm going to make you guys jealous, right? Have you guys ever seen this color microgrill?
No,
Isn't it beautiful, though?
it is.
Okay. So when we launched the microgrill, I was very fortunate that this was the first prototype colors that they wanted to play around with, and then people voted in the you know, all navy color that we see, of course, in the market today. And this was the last one of the prototypes that was actually at home office, and I grabbed it. Yes, I grabbed it, and so a very unique microgrill. So, okay. Our next step is going to be to start adding all of these mixture. Here's the little mouse. He's with us in the kitchen. We are going to start adding this mixture all together, and we're going to fold it in to the flour. And then we're going to jump to the whip and mix, of course, and mix everything together. And guys, once you've mixed this whole thing together, believe it or not, your batter is ready. The batter is ready, and you're literally going to throw it into your microgrill. Okay. So, you know, when they say folding in, it's like very fancy, right? I mean, I have done it by just mixing everything together and just folding it in, and for me, it tastes the same. My wife says there's a difference, but I'm a man, so I guess, you know, I'm not too sensitive to it. But all right, so you'll fold in your egg mixture as well as your vinegar and butter. And a pinch of salt. Okay, can I add some more? Here you go, honey. So can we give it up for my wife who's helping me in the kitchen tonight? I am so thrilled to have her.
Yes. Thank you, Leanne.
You're welcome.
Okay. So
Thank
How
you,
many
Ruben.
yeah, say thank you. What fella? What fella? And he's a big Thomas the Train fan. Can I just say that? Like he's at this stage at almost 3 years old where he is a huge Thomas the Train fan. I promised my wife I won't show you that side of the house, but there is an actual train in our house. Actual train in our house, which is actually there it is. Right. There's an actual train in our house with a roller coaster in our house. Believe it or not, he's a big Thomas the Train fan.
Aw.
Okay, so now that you've folded it in, you can start adding this to your whip and mix. And this is one of Ruben's favorite products. He loves the whip and mix. He also loves the spiralizer. Anything that moves, anything that is visual, he just loves it. So what I like about the whip and mix is, you know, before you kind of pull out that big KitchenAid product, or for a small, quick little dessert like this, any batter that this small size, it's just so economic. It's so easy to use. It's so easy to clean. Yes, absolutely. Okay, so you'll just add your whip and mix. Look at Ruben go. I'm so proud of you, boy. This is your next regional director right here. I'm just saying. All right, so what I love about the whip and mix is, and the reason why Ruben loves this product is that it's got two settings, right? For some of you, maybe that are new, haven't seen the whip and mix in action, it actually has a setting. And as you can see how Ruben is working this product, it has a number 1 and a number 2 setting. So when it's on that number 2 setting, it makes the gears in a completely different ratio. And because of that, it just makes it so easy to turn your batter around. He loves the Power Chef, and I'm sure that you can mix this up with the Power Chef as well. But anything I mix these days goes into the whip and mix. Like, of course, any whipped cream, any cupcake batter, scones batter, any batter goes into the whip and mix. Because it actually has the whips inside, which works, it kind of almost touches each other. It goes so close against each other that it does a phenomenal whip. All right, so can we speed it up? All right, so then you need to, with this batter, give it a good turn for, I would say, what, 30 seconds? Oops, 30 seconds, right? All right. Now, guys, look at that. Just look at how awesome and nice and fluffy and full of bubbles the batter is. And that's exactly what you want with this dessert. You want it to be fluffy. You want it to be light. You want it to be bubbles. Let me get the microphone door cooking. And then I think we can start with the sauce. All right, so very easy. I'll keep it down. You're just gonna throw your batter in here. Give me a sec. No. So I'm not gonna use the ring tonight, but you are more than welcome to use the ring if you want to make it a perfectly round Malva. Don't you guys just love how practical the names are that Tupperware gives its products? Like, I remember when I started with Tupperware, I found it so funny that we call it a that's a bowl or a simple spoon, right? It's just great how Tupperware gives such easy names for its product. All right, so you'll add your batter in here. This is something. Yes, so while this goes into the microwave, on the stove, you will do the sauce. The sauce is what's going to go over this when it comes out of the microwave. And you will leave it for like 10 minutes or so. Once it comes out of the microwave, and then you'll just throw the sauce on the dessert while it's super hot. Okay, so with your microwave grill, you are going to put it in the casserole position, of course. You're going to put it in the casserole position, and I'm going to take you guys quickly to the microwave. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. So not a lot of people know this, but you know, typically the tips that I give is any microwave product of Tupperware it is always recommended to not run it at 100% power. A lot of people don't know how to adjust their settings on their microwaves. So it's always good to show them that. So you just add, of course, the roll into the microwave. And I'm going to do it 10 minutes at 70% power. So 70%. And that should be good to go. All right. And now we're making the sauce that will come onto the Malva when it comes out of the microwave. And what goes into that sauce, honey, is what, a cup of sugar?
No, half a cup of sugar, a cup of cream, and half a cup of butter.
Okay, so.
Amarula, you want amarula?
Yes, absolutely. We're going to add amarula in there. So what goes in there is a half a cup of sugar, half a cup of whipped cream, right? 1 cup of whipped cream. Okay, I will share the recipe. But basically, what goes in here is heavy whipping cream, sugar, butter, and of course, amarula. So you see, I start off with a drink, and we're going to add a half a cup of amarula into this sauce. Guys, and this dessert comes with a warning. I'm just saying, okay? This dessert comes with a warning. It is so good. Well, I don't want to show you how to dishes. You want to take it to him? This dessert is so good that it actually comes with a warning that you cannot eat it after 9 o'clock at night, okay? Because you will not sleep. You will not sleep because it's so sweet, but it's absolutely divine. Absolutely divine.
Oh, look at him.
Are you licking the spoon?
Okay.
Are you having technical difficulties? So what are you guys loving about your Tupperware business right now? Share with me. What's fun? Did you guys have a great week of recruiting? Do we have any new recruits on this call here tonight? Like, who's the first time they're joining a Tupperware meeting with Champion? Unmute yourself, give me a shout out, whoop whoop or whatever, so I can hear you. Do we have any newbies on the call here tonight? Okay, who do we have?
Me.
Awesome. Welcome to Champion. Give her a big round of applause, guys. She's new.
Newbie here.
Newbie here. Okay, awesome. There's Jennifer. Okay, awesome. New recruit.
Ellie, it's my first time.
Awesome. Welcome, welcome. Well, for all the newbies that are on here, you are with them. Yes, I love newbies. I see Christy saying that I've never done a cooking Zoom. You know, fun is the name of the game in Tupperware. And tonight is really all about that. And like I said, when we started the Zoom call, what I love about our business, guys, and about stepping up and becoming a leader and growing a team in Tupperware is not just the flexibility that comes with the business in Tupperware, but yes, of course, the income and the difference you can make. But it's really about the 3 things that I always say is your weekly success steps in Tupperware. Number 1, you gotta show it, right? You've gotta show the product. Our product have to be demonstrated, as you can see tonight with Ruben in the kitchen. That creates the desire for the product. And when you create the desire for the product, it's not about being salesy. It's not about talking about just what's on special, but it's about the story you tell, right? So that is the first thing. You got to show it. Guys, you got to share it, right? You got to share it. Every time that you have a guest or a guest at your parties, your hostesses, of course, this is the time where you show them how easy it is to be part of our Tupperware family and how rewarding it is. Offer value as far as you can. Never be in a position where you're trying to convince someone to join your team. Show them the reasons why. Tupperware is part of our everyday life. If you think about it, we have products for on the go. We have products for prep. We have products for the stovetop, for the microwave, for storage, for measuring, for the fridge, for the freezer. All parts of our life is touched by Tupperware. So we use these products every day. And why not be part of a company that promotes products that are part of your everyday? So it makes it easy to share. It makes it fun to share, and it makes it very profitable to share as well. And then open up the doors to your team. Don't be afraid to grow. Don't be afraid to allow people to come into your team, build a relationship with them, and grow. Because, you know, I always say, if you love Tupperware, your friends love Tupperware. And that's what I would position it at parties. And I would say to people, guys, do you love your Tupperware? Who's loving their Tupperware? And then people would comment below, I love Tupperware, I love Tupperware. And I would just say, okay, if you commented below that you love Tupperware, you better have your own account with us, because the great benefits of opening your own account with Tupperware is endless when it comes to you and your family and your friends. So it's really not about asking people to join your team. It's not about asking them to open up their own business. You got to show that Tupperware is fun. And that really helps make recruiting natural for you. It's not a task that you do separate. It is part of what you do. And that makes all the difference. When you get to a point where recruiting is natural and dating becomes natural, you start growing. You start growing. But you got to engage your customers. You got to ask them questions and involve them in your demonstration. So tonight, I hope the tip I gave by having an extra device really brings your parties to life. If you live stream your parties to your Facebook, just make sure that you spotlight both cameras like we're doing right now. And this is exactly what people will be seeing. Then have a third device, okay? If you've got a tablet or an iPad, and comment, right? Because sometimes you're not always going to see when people are commenting on your parties. Have a third device, put it on your kitchen counter. And if people comment, interact with them, right? It's not just about a one-way communication, it's about participating. Oh, he's asking for a sip of Amarula. No, it ain't happening. But anyway, so we're almost done. We are about 3 minutes out. And you want to show them this? So my wife is saying that my phone almost fell into the battery here. So this is the sauce that you don't want to boil the sauce because of course you've got the milk in there and you don't want to separate anything. So you don't want to boil it. You want to keep it over low heat. And then we're going to get to the best part. We're going to get to my favorite part of the recipe. Awesome. Okay. All right, so I've got a question for the champion team, right? After this first 2 weeks of recruiting, you guys are super close to being the #1 company in recruiting in the Hotshots region. Okay, I'm just saying, you are so close. All right, and my goal is for you guys to be #1. But congratulations on great recruiting. That truly makes a difference. I'm so excited to welcome so many new team members. So my question is for you guys tonight on this call. You have invested your time to be on. You are of course participating. So how many of you are currently a consultant working your way into promoting to manager? Because here is my deal, right? Here is my challenge for you. We are ending up the month of June here in the next 2 weeks. Then it's the month of July. Then we're going into August. Then it's September. But guess what? In 4 months from now, we are going into one of our biggest sales calendars of the year, which is our record breaker month, okay? And maybe some of you are sitting here tonight and thinking, oh my gosh, you know, I can recruit 3 people and promote to manager. I can recruit 6 people and promote to star manager. I can recruit 9 people and promote to executive manager. So here's my challenge. For a $15 opportunity, we know recruiting right now is a piece of cake. Yes, we can, because we engage our customers. So here's my plan. You might be here tonight as a manager. You might be here tonight as a consultant. But I know that you can step into record breaker month, which is driven by phenomenal offers, phenomenal record breaking sales, and phenomenal profits. You can step into October, not just as a manager, not just as a star manager, but as an executive manager or even a director. And I completely believe it. I have seen it in this team. I have seen it in many other teams in the region that within 3 months, you can promote to what I like to call the sweet spot in Tupperware. And why do I call it the sweet spot in Tupperware? I call the director position the sweet spot in Tupperware because for $10,000 in team sales, that's 20 team members, 20 team recruits. That is what, 5 to 7 recruits a month. And you can build a team quick, step up, get $1,000 and earn up until 8% on everything that your team sells. That's what I love about it. So why do I call it the sweet spot? Because it's about the millionaire's mindset, right? And the millionaire's mindset is, do you want to be compensated on the efforts of one, or do you want to be compensated on the efforts of many? So tonight, I want you to really think big about the possibilities of Tupperware and how easy it is with technology tonight to bring the product closer to people. So if you are thinking about stepping up, whether that's to manager, to director, drop a comment below right now. Maybe also let me know who your director is. I would like to see it. I see that Jessica says that recruiting is the answer. Who's stepping up to manager? Let's get serious here tonight. Who's working with their way up here in the next 2 to 3 weeks to promote to manager? Let's start there. Drop a comment below so I can give a shout out to you and a big hug and give you a big kudos. Look at Karina, I am. Jerry, I am. Yes, I see Kristen's like, let's do this, miracle workers. Yes, Diane Smith, awesome, and awesome. All right, so who's got director? Who's got director in their eyesight? Who's got that in the aim? Let me know at the bottom. I would love to see that. Working on to go as far as I can. Angela, I am cheering you on, and I truly know that you can do this. Dawn is working on it. Yes, awesome. I love it. Making that commitment makes a difference. So I'm cheering you guys on, and I can't wait to see us hitting 50 directors by the end of the year. Right, Pam?
Yes, I'm
Yes.
looking at that wonderful dessert. It looks delicious.
50 directors. Okay.
Yes, 50 directors would be awesome. Woo! Ruben.
So, what I love about the micro grill, what I love about the micro grill, you guys are looking at my backside. Isn't that funny? I'm seeing my backside on my Zoom. Anyway, so now you're going to take a barbecue skewer, like a barbecue stick or even a toothpick, and you are just going to press some holes into the dessert. Okay. And what I love about the micro grill, because the batter started rising up against the top, it actually heats up this top element as well, which I know is super hot right now, and it gives it a beautiful, nice brown look. Also, what's great is, and very important to know, is this was done at 70% power. If this was done at 100% power, you want to bring down the cooking time dramatically to 6 minutes or to 7 minutes, okay? But I like cooking it slower and longer so that it comes out beautiful. Okay, so now you can also make this in the stack cooker. So now we're going to challenge you to try this in the stack cooker. The stack cooker is not going to give it this beautiful brown, almost like a grilled or a baked feeling, but it will cook it. It will cook it. All right, you want to mix this in? Let's try. Oh, sorry, not mix. All right, so you just stir your amarilla. Okay. That's okay. That's okay. All right. So what we're going to do is say good night. He is tired. He's going to go to bed.
Good night, Ruben.
Good night. Good night.
Bye.
He's saying good night to you guys. All right, so very simple. We are just going to add this butter. And you can use a spoon. I don't know if you guys can see. I want to make sure you guys can see. Oops. I'm just going to add this in like this. And you guys should be able to see now. All right, so you can just take, of course, your, oh my gosh. I'm just going to do it like this. I am going to win. You know what they say, never give up. Awesome. Okay. We are just going to take spoon by spoon of this beautiful, lovely sauce, and you're just going to throw it over your hot dessert. Nice in the corners. Make sure that you get the sauce, nice and spread all over. And you're going to throw this over and you're going to think, oh my gosh, I don't think it's going to take all of the sauce. But I can promise you that it does. Every single bit of this sauce will be absorbed by the dessert. This goes great with cold brew. I don't know if you guys love cold brew. I'm a big cold brew fan. This goes great with cold brew and ice cream. Also with custard, if you're big into custard. You can make custard and serve this with custard as well. And all you will do is you will add this in here, and believe it or not, it will actually drink all of the sauce. And it will take about 10 minutes or so for the sauce to be completely drained. And you can still, use your, I don't know, what do you guys think? What do you think,
Oh, it looks amazing.
And yeah, give it 10 minutes and you won't believe it, but all of that sauce will be completely drained in your micropurple. Now, if you really, of course, tonight we had Ruben in here, we had Leanne, it was so much fun, but you can do this. This is a very easy recipe, and you can do this recipe in literally, oh my gosh, I'm done anyway on this phone. You can do this recipe in literally 25 minutes to 30 minutes at any given demonstration at your party. So we've got some time. If anyone has questions on the recipe or on your Tupperware business or anything you want to ask me, now is your time. But we are so excited here in the Hot Shots region because we're closing the month of June literally in these next 2 weeks. This week, we are really focusing on our amazing Fridge Mart deal. I know you guys have been working with that now for the last 2 to 3 weeks, and we are on our way to close an amazing month here. And then July is around the corner. And like I said, what is your plan to promote to that next level here in Tupperware? But I was so excited to join you guys and share a bit of South Africa with you. And a traditional recipe that I know you guys will love. And South African food is very much Europe influenced, right? Because like my family was German. Like my last name, Bierman, is actually Berman. It's German. My wife is more Netherlands. And then we've got many that came from France. So a lot of people from Europe in the 1600s came to South Africa. So all these foods are Europe inspired, but with an African twist, like with the amarula, because that's an African tree. But I want to just give you guys some time for some comments, questions, ahas. What did you like? Any questions? Go ahead, ask away. I would love to hear from you guys. Any questions?
I like
your...
Ruben.
You said you like Ruben?
I like Ruben.
Chat. Nick, how do we get you to come to Champion so we can taste test that,
I know, right, Loretta? Yes, and hopefully soon. Really, I told the team, I said, like, if you guys give me the go-ahead, my plane ticket is already booked. I just need to say what date. So I can't wait for that day to come. Yes. Okay. So I love seeing the comments. I love seeing the engagement. Know again that, I am so proud of you guys. I'm super thrilled to lead the Hot Shots region. I'm happy that you guys decided to join us here tonight. I will share the recipe with Pam.
Thank you.
Make sure that you guys can test it out. Let me know what you guys think. Okay.
Thank
And I would love to hear.